for tonight. We have Alesha versus BeardBroken in Losers Finals. Losers Round 6. The winner of this goes on to the Grand Finals. This is a rematch straight up from Winners Semifinals, because we had BeardBroken versus Alesha there. BeardBroken has not lost, never mind a round, not a game. 0, 0, 0 over here, and then 0 here as well. But to Alesha, having dropped both games, Alesha is running a sacrifice deck that is specifically just Stone Scar. So I'm running Kindling Carver, Grenadin Drone, and then trying to be very streamlined with like Shrine to Carve It, Strange Burglar in the market, and then a bunch of different ways to get to that market, the Senway Smugglers and Ixtan Merchants. So the rules of this tournament are that you can only have 8 rares or legends across their entire deck, and they can only have at maximum 2 of the same. So that's why you're looking at putting all these slots just to try and get a market going. Katos are one of the other things that's going to be a rare legend for Alesha here, and then the other side of that is a very similar list from BeardBroken. There's a lot of sacrifice lists at the top, but this one in particular has been pretty common. Alesha is kind of the twist on it, and that's the time version. And the time version gets a lot of really cool mechanics to add. So it gets Rectifier, gets Aramot's Machinations, and Nahid's Distillation. Those are the really, really big ones, because these are, they feel like extra copies of rares. They're so incredibly powerful. So obviously, like, Kindling Carver is one of the big draw engines of this, but the time version gets to also have a 3-for-1 in Aramot's Machinations and another 3-for-1 in the Nahid's Distillation. So some really incredible things. And we're going to jump on in to these games here. We're going to watch from Alesha's side. And we're going to have our Losers Finals. Whoever loses this is out of the tournament. Whoever wins is in Grand Finals against Stormblessed. Let both of our players know they're good to go. And a decent hand here for Alesha. I imagine that she keeps it. Drone into Covetous seems more than acceptable. BeardBroken thinking hard about whether or not to mulligan. Ooh, wow, and Alesha immediately top decks the Madness. Really important card against BeardBroken. Last time when they paired up, Madness was something that BeardBroken tried to play around a bunch, and had a Dova the Fearmonger out of the market, but couldn't play it because of all the madnesses from Alesha. And it's been a huge card in this match, and I mean just in the tournament in general. We'll see if it lives up to that reputation here. I imagine it will, especially with the Combust. When BeardBroken not playing anything, really problematic for them. Kindling Carver also has an immediate answer here with Annihilate. The only problem Alesha has right now is just getting another power card to make sure they can go Madness and Combust. But in the meantime, just a lot of pressure, and getting those treasure troves to just keep digging will eventually find some power. See what BeardBroken has. Slayer of Destruction. It's a good card. It's just not like the first draw that BeardBroken probably wants to see. Nice. Using the Combust just to get rid of that right away. Knowing that he's in trouble. Trying to stabilize the board a bit. Maybe recognizing that Alesha's a little bit stuck on power here. I wouldn't put this game out of reach for BeardBroken by any means yet. BeardBroken has some incredibly swingy cards. You've got to remember, BeardBroken has things like Aramot's Machinations and Nahid's Distillation and stuff. So BeardBroken can turn games around very fast. Double Madness Combust, though, is exceptionally scary. And Kato was a fantastic draw, because obviously, with all of these tokens, it's going to be very easy for Alesha to just fill her void here. Alesha just throwing the Kato in, though. keeping up the pressure, not minding throwing it away. I'm a little surprised by that, but it makes sense. There's no other units in Alesha's hand. Just getting the board to go wide right now and using these madnesses and the torch to maybe finish the game is probably the correct way to do it. Alesha is a very competent player. Both these players are fantastic, and it's really shown in their games. It's really shown in their deck building. And they're very cautious. BeardBroken is an exceptionally cautious player who have often felt like they've been in unwinnable situations, and they've turned it around again and again. And like I said, we haven't seen them lose a single game to anyone but Alesha this tournament. So we'll see what they come up with here. Ooh, that is a very bad sign. To me, that means also that BeardBroken just doesn't have any power cards, despite all these cards in hand. Maybe might have drawn that, might have had it beforehand. Hard to say. I mean, here's the thing. BeardBroken is on the back foot, obviously. But Alesha doesn't have any large units to fund plus past right now. Doesn't have like a shrine to carve it, nothing like that. And yeah, Madness Combust is scary, but if BeardBroken's just playing 1/1s as well, and with all these cards in hand, getting the Heats distillations and stuff over and over, BeardBroken might be able to just let this game last long enough to get out of it. BeardBroken's deck goes late a lot better than Alesha's does. Ooh, and BeardBroken throws down the first madness. Sacrificing the display of destruction immediately. Are we going to see a shrine? We are going to see a shrine, and that is an amazing swing. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, these games can turn very quickly, especially with Shrine to Carve It. Because we're looking at 13 to 29, immediately turning around and becoming 23 to 24 in a single turn. Now that being said, Alesha does get some answers here. Now these madnesses are finally live. They're able to do some things. Problem being, of course, that Alesha doesn't have a lot of power here, and Alesha doesn't have their own Shrine to Carve It. So, gets to answer that, but the Shrine's the real problem. Yeah, the rules for the tournament are commons or uncommons only. You can have 8 rares or legends, but they can only be in copies of 2. So you have to have them in pairs, not in 4s. You cannot have more than 2 of a legend. Wow, 3rd in Heat's Distillation. This is kind of what I mean, like, BeardBroken can just keep piling on that card advantage over and over and over and over with all these distillations and Aramot's machinations, and Alesha's deck is a lot more streamlined and a lot faster, which definitely has its advantages, but in a long game like this, it's going to start causing problems to Alesha. Beard can definitely outvalue it. Perfect madness target here. Able to get that Entomb off, keep BeardBroken off of having any units here for the Shrine. But with 5 cards in hand, I've got to imagine BeardBroken has more gas. Like, I would think BeardBroken has something to play. It might be that they're sitting there on some machinations and kind of waiting until they get more value. Do they have any 2-drops? BeardBroken has been really, really careful about making sure that the machinations are maximum value. Yeah, there's not a 3-drop in the market, in the void yet. So that might be it. Ooh, a Madness 1/1 with a Kindling Carver. Try and dig a little bit. Oh, wow. Sparkcatcher Drone. And Shrine is just an incredible card. Out of nowhere, a swing for 10 damage with lifesteal. Just so unbelievably strong. Yeah, and Alesha's sitting here with Devour, but able to answer the Carver, so that there's not a Shrine to Carve It happening every turn at least. But I don't know how that's going to help. And oh my god, going to the market is so gross. BeardBroken has Strange Burglar in the market, so that's going to pump the team and also enable extra sacrifices to that shrine afterwards. But BeardBroken might just be going for the kill right now. BeardBroken won't be able to do it because of the Annihilate, but it's going to be a lot of damage. Yeah, here's the Strange Burglar.
What we need.
So we're going to get hit for 9. Alesha might just scoop here, honestly. Oh, right! They get charged, too. My God. Of course. I don't know why I didn't think about that at all. My brain just said, oh, well, at least the Strange Burglar's not attacking. But that's not how Shrine to Carve It works. What a card! And BeardBroken just slams through for more than enough damage. Yeah, it gives charge. I know that because we've seen it, but... Wow, what a game. And there we go. BeardBroken getting revenge against Alesha so far. Taking down the first game. And maybe getting even for their earlier loss. We're going to watch from BeardBroken's side this time. And if BeardBroken wins this one, Beard is in the grand finals versus Stormblessed, an almost perfect mirror match. Or Alesha gets to go back and have a rematch of winners finals. Because Alesha was already in winners before this, having beaten BeardBroken, and also lost to Stormblessed. This is a very slow opener for Beard, which Beard doesn't mind most of the time, but like I said, that's kind of the opening that Alesha has. If Alesha can get an early shrine, then Alesha can really take over this game and go a lot faster than BeardBroken. And Beard has a tough decision here as to, like, which power to lead with. Just trying to, like, arrange how your hand is going, whether you want banners because they're going to be undepleted, whether you need to be playing the drone first and have time. Like, there's a lot of considerations here. Spending a little bit of time thinking about that turn. Yeah, I like this play by Beard, opting to not go for Seek Power and just try and get things down fast as possible. Oh, and Alesha already going to the market on turn 3. That's very scary, because that means that Shrine to Carve It can be coming down right now. That's, as I said, the #1 card in this matchup for sure. Because it breaks these board stalls just wide open. Yeah, and we're going to see Beard try and mitigate as much of Alesha's board as possible. I would expect Beard to attack with everything. No? Okay. Kind of surprised by that. I was thinking that maybe attack with everything and then play the Naheed. But no, wants 2 blockers. That's also pretty fair. But just trying to offer as many trades as possible here with Alesha before the shrine comes down. Because the less food the shrine has, the less effective it is. It's still going to be insane, but you can mitigate the damage a bit by doing that. And now we are in some interesting territory. Both players have only 2 cards in hand. I guess Beard will end up with being 1 card in hand at the end of this. But Beard is now able to go for their own Shrine to Carve It. Oh, going for Boar instead. I like that, actually. So BeardBroken was one of the only players that actually packed any relic removal. And, like, I think that Beard's correct here. I wasn't thinking about it, but Beard has another option to get Shrine later, and we know that Beard's deck goes late well, whereas Alesha's doesn't. Alesha's whole plan to beat Beard, I think, and I think Beard does, is to just get an early Shrine. And now Beard's just taking that off the table. Like, there can't be another Shrine. It's the only one that Alesha has. There's no way to get it back. So now Alesha is just stuck. Maybe trying to find the Strange Burglar in the market, but that takes a lot of the effectiveness out of Alesha's deck for sure. Ooh, yeah, and we see cards like Aramot's Machinations coming out for BeardBroken. And that's a devastating thing to play against Alesha. I think that Tripwire Grenadin, though, is going to come down first and just take a Stranger out. Probably get a Sparkcatcher as well and just attack in. BeardBroken can wait and get more value out of this Machinations. I don't think they have... Yeah, nothing but 1/1s so far. So it's not great yet, but it will be very good in a minute. There's so many targets that Beard has in play. And if those don't go into the void, that's fine too, because that just means that BeardBroken is winning. If they're not losing their units, then they're pretty happy to not have to play Aramot's Machinations.
It'll get the job done. Guaranteed.
Alright, Alesha's got another merchant. So I can imagine that would be the Strange Burglar. Alesha's market is Flame Blast, Fire Conjuring, Trying to Carve It, Strange Burglar, and a Fire Sigil. As you can see just right here. So my guess would be Strange Burglar. Depending on what's in their hand, they might have gone for the Fire Conjuring. Like they might have an assembly line and be able to go that route. But that's a tough one to do around BeardBroken's big board here. And oh my god, BeardBroken just getting Madness Devour. If Alesha got that Strange Burglar, it's going to be game over. That is an incredible answer to it. And now BeardBroken getting exactly what they wanted there, I think. Getting that Sparkcatcher into the void, making an Aramot's Machinations more likely. And I think we're going to see Beard... I mean, Beard's going to be really careful and not use this Madness Devour immediately. They're going to wait. Beard's a very cautious and safe player and a very smart player. They also get access to each other's deck lists, so Beard has the knowledge that Strange Burglar is almost certainly what's coming down. And now, Windmill Slam Madness Devour on the Burglar. And I think that might just be Alesha picking up cards. It's got to be very close. Yeah, now BeardBroken is willing to give this Annex Smuggler away. I like that. Not attacking with it turn after turn until they had the 2-drop in the void, setting up the Aramot's Machinations. And immediately being like, hey, do you want to trade? Because now it looks awesome for BeardBroken. And BeardBroken has so many incredible options in the market. I'm thinking that it's going to be Shrine, because Shrine's just so good. Probably trading away Sparkcatchers, so that Combust is still out. Like, this is lethal, right? Oh no, they went for... Yeah, okay, yeah. Alesha's just going to trade. I was thinking it would just be lethal next turn. And well played by BeardBroken. Little bit of a tough one for Alesha, for sure. Having the turnaround... BeardBroken remaining undefeated against everybody but Alesha, and now taking 2 games off Alesha, so being even there as well.